Pisces and Cross Watchers. Welcome back to my channel. For the ones that are new, welcome to Pisces Dimension. Like, share, and subscribe so all your friends can find out what is good. Pisces, you have the Six of Swords, and it's talking about transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, and moving on, Pisces. The number six is standing for movement, balance, solutions, harmony, healing, and empathy, Pisces. Behind this card, you have the Hangman, and on the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces. So I see that there's a transition of you from standing still, waiting, like being in pause, waiting for. No, you were not waiting, Pisces. You were in pause. Something was not. It was like a blockage, Pisces, that you're getting rid of. Okay, this these changes are inevitable, Pisces. We go through ups and downs, but we are not meant to stay stuck. We are meant to go into motion, Pisces, to keep going, Pisces. And this is for the week of July 6th to July 12th, 2026. How you all doing? Oh, Pisces, look at the card that's here. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is having a nice day. Have an awesome week, Pisces. I hope you had a nice 4th of July weekend, Pisces. Time is flying. Look, 4th of July passed. It was the worst 4th of July ever, Pisces. For the ones that don't know, our dog, our family dog, he last Monday from last week, he went to grandma's house. You know, she the dog he had a grandma. Had a grandma. So she's gonna return something. She's at the parking lot of PetSmart where Cole is because she was going to close. But I think the dog thought that grandma was taking him to PetSmart to get shots. So that dog was very smart, Pisces. I'm pretty sure he brought down the window. He jumped out the window. He was on his way to New Hampshire, Pisces. Grandma lives in Massachusetts. And he was found dead in the highway on his way home. He wanted to come home, Pisces. So it was he ran away on the 2nd and died on the 3rd. It was the worst 4th of July ever, Pisces. But I mean, Friday I bought a burger from Burger King. I kid you not. I said I'm not making burgers. I'm gonna get a burger and I'm gonna boil some hot dogs, and then my son comes and I'm gonna, I'm gonna have the food ready, but my son didn't come yesterday. So that's all I ate. Burgers and hot dogs, Pisces. A burger and hot dogs, Pisces. And slept. I live in New Hampshire, so fireworks are legal. There was fireworks everywhere. I didn't even have to get out of my house. Just pick up the window, went to the indoor porch, and I was watching the fireworks, Pisces, with my white cooler. Which, you know what? I'm thirsty, and it's still Sunday. I don't work until Tuesday night, Pisces. So, it's been a depressing week, as you know, Pisces. Oh, shoot. Where did that land it? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hi, Pisces. Anywho, I hope you had a nice weekend. This is a new week, Pisces. A new week, new opportunities, new endeavors. Is that if I said it correctly, Pisces? It's a new week. So, with the what is good card, Pisces, we have to leave the baggage. And listen, I gotta apply this to myself, Pisces. Cheers. Last week's the baggage from last week, the baggage from previous weeks, previous years, Pisces, it gets dropped off this week. You tossing it, and you're not getting that back. You continually moving on, Pisces. Cheers to that, Pisces. Piscean, I have your cards. The first one is the Death card. Oh, this is so good. This card is so good over here. Then you have the World card, Pisces, in reverse. Then you have the King of Wands. After that, you have the Page of Wands. Then you have the Nine of Wands. Damn, girls and boys. And last but not least, the Seven of Swords. What is this telling me, Pisces? Pisces, whatever baggage that you're carrying is gonna die this week. There is gonna be a new you emerging this week, Pisces, that nobody's seen it coming. Not even you, Pisces. What is this card talking about, Willis? Pisces, maybe the Piscean that I'm talking about, and this is common in Pisces nation overall, Pisces. We're talking about procrastination. Pisces, maybe you were having some doubts in the past about moving to a certain sector, either to make money, to go to college. For example, you could be going for nursing and decide to change to criminal justice. You were thinking, this is what I want to go to college for. This is what I want to study, and then all of a sudden it's an omen and be like, oh my God, I want to do this instead. It doesn't have to be with college. It doesn't have to be with work, Pisces. It could be as simple as you saying, I wanted to buy this type of car, but then all of a sudden, oh my God, this car, I gotta have it. I gotta buy that car. There is a decision that you, or a way of living, Pisces. I can also see some changes with habits. Maybe you were a drinker every weekend. Pisces, I'm not judging, okay? I'm saying maybe you were this type of drinker that Friday comes, you out of work, you go get clothes for you to wear for the weekend. Okay, don't say no to me, Pisces, because I've been there and done that, but that was on my 20s. Actually, since 19. Oh, Pisces. We didn't need an ID back in the late 90s, Pisces. We looked cute. We were in that fucking club, Pisces. I kid you not. So maybe you're changing some habits. It doesn't have to be clubbing, Pisces. Maybe you were that type of person that, okay, Friday comes, okay, what you motherfuckers doing? Oh yeah, yeah, really? We going there? Okay, let's go. You know, that is ending, Pisces. There is some challenges. Maybe you were going through some type of depression, and I'm Pisces. This is not about me losing my dog this weekend. Some of you's been dragging a depression, and it could have been from upbringing. Um, I can hear some of you, your parents were abusive, but it wasn't intentional. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Nelamar? You see, I used my government name. I didn't use my name. What the fuck are you talking about, Nelimar? Yeah, especially Puerto Ricans. And I kid you not, I'm not bashing you, okay? I am Puerto Rican as well. Puerto Rican de la isla, pa que lo sepa. I was born and raised over there. But what I'm trying to tell you is, some of our parents, I'm generalizing because I got stories, but that tough love was abusive, but it didn't come from a core of abuse to be abusive. I'm talking about our grandparents grew up with teachers hitting them. So then as they grew older, they kind of project some of that to our parents. And as they grew older, our parents project some of that to us. In modern day, CPS will be like, no, 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 no. But back in the days, it was discipline. Back in the days, it was put your kid in check. I kid you not, I'm 47 years old, and when my parents gave me a look like that, ooh, I knew when I came home, it was done. That's it. La correa, la pela del año, we call it the beating of the year. And it sounds crazy in English, but in Spanish, when you were telling your friends, man, I got la pela del año. What the fuck do you do, nigga? What the fuck do you do? That's what it is, Pisces. So I'm not saying you projecting this abuse to your kids because you're not, Pisces. What I'm saying is it's not even showing here. What I'm saying is you see the big picture of a lot of things. There is a belief from childhood that you say, you know what, my parents were not right. And it's like I said, it's not coming from a place of abusive, it's not coming from a place of hatred, because some parents do. And it's unfortunate. People say, oh, CPS mostly is business. I kid you not, it is. But some children need that help to be removed from those toxic, abusive parents. Let's just be real, Pisces. So nowadays, you see the big picture, and maybe it could be as stupid as a belief, as a superstition, Pisces. You open your eyes to bigger things. For others, the change of career that I'm telling you about, maybe you're fresh out of high school, for some of you that watch me, or you're fresh out of college. This is the summer, nobody's going to college. Some of you take courses, so maybe you taking advantage of the summertime to take some courses, so when you go back to college, or you even go back to work, you have more credentials. I see for some of you like that. The inspiration of you to discover more about life, about yourself, Pisces. It take it as a baby. You know, when the baby discover their hands first. Have you any of you are parents? Have you guys noticed that? It could be with a nephew. This is an example. When the baby discovers their hand first, when the baby discovers their feet first, and they start grabbing it, and that's you, Pisces. There is some discoveries about yourself, Pisces, about your highest potential that you didn't know, Pisces, you were capable of. You are going through some shape or form of discovery like that, Pisces. And I kid you not, it's gonna take some courage for you to say, okay, I don't only have one quality. I have all these qualities behind me, and I am getting ready to use them. Use them strategically, Pisces. For example, if you're a person that you're a very good spoker person, you could look for something to do that has to do with that. Some of you like media. Some of you will be very good in a newscast. Some of you will be very good in coaching. And I don't know, Pisces. I'm over here and you're over there. I'm just giving you the message. This is a collective message for the sign of Pisces for the week of July 6th to July 12th, 2026. I'm laughing because as I shuffle, I see a card and I show it to you. I show it to you. When I peep stuff like that, I show it to you. And when it comes on spreads, it's like an aha moment. You know, it's a confirmation, Pisces. You have Temperance. If I'm not mistaken, this card was yesterday, Pisces. It was the card of the day, Pisces. Patience. You're getting anxious, Pisces. There is some painful endings. Okay. This is for the week of July 6th to July. What was I gonna say? July 27. July 6th to July 12. Okay. There is some painful endings, Pisces. Pisces, some of you are in a toxic relationship, okay? And it was bounding you to the fucking ground for you to be stationary and not moving on for your highest potential. I'm sorry. For others, painful endings from previous relationships is not, if you're still carrying that fucking baggage, Pisces. It's time. Whatever baggage, wherever that fucking baggage came from, if it's a relationship, if it's upbringing, beliefs that doesn't serve you for your highest good, that it never served anybody for their highest good. But like I said, in generations and generations, they teach us things. And you know, like in Puerto Rico, when you just have a baby, they tell you don't wash your hair until there is a 40-day period. We call it cuarentena. It's 40 days after you have the baby that you gotta take care of yourself. Mostly mothers just breastfeed the baby at that, you know, on those 40 days. We're not supposed to get intimate with our husband, especially on those 40 days. But you know, some of us, we don't listen, Pisces. Anyways, we're not talking about that. What I'm trying to say is, in Puerto Rico, they say, don't wash your hair until that 40-day period ends. Because otherwise, you know, it can give you la pulga. La pulga, it's like a mental state, and some women, they gone, they look autistic. I kid you not. And I'm not bashing autistic people. I'm just saying it affects the brain tremendously. So over here, they don't tell you that. And you wash your hair and you're fine. But for my firstborn, I washed my hair and I had a headache for like a week. I kid you not. So I don't know if it's different equators or I don't know, Pisces. Whatever the case may be, it's something like that. It's something that you grew up and you were conditioned to believe. You were conditioned to live a certain way, and now you're like, wait a minute. It's not even close. Pisces. Here you are. The same way that you were brought up, growing up, It's not the same way that you doing with your children, Pisces, and that's good. Okay? Somebody sees you for who you are, for the good parents that you are, for the hardworking parent, hardworking person, your standards, your persona, your energy. I mean, everything. This person really, really has studied you up and down, sideways, Pisces, back and front. I kid you not. Love is coming. Love is coming. This person is really, really, really been thinking about it. It is just they're done. They're done thinking about it, thinking about how life will be with Piscean. What are the changes that I have to make so so I can be worthy for Piscean? And Pisces, they're gonna come to you. This is a love offer, Pisces. Oh my God! Pisces, maybe growing up, your parents or auntie, grandma, whatever, they say, oh, if a guy is like this, don't go out with him. If a girl is like this, don't go out with her. How many of this is from the people? I mean, I don't know what other cultures say it, but I grew up in Puerto Rico and I was told if a guy had like really dark lips, they shall not be trusted. Why are you talking about, abuela? I did went out with a guy like that, with lips like that, Pisces. Listen, it was not gonna, it was supposed to not end up serious, and then he wanted to get serious, and then that didn't happen, and we ended up having a disagreement because he was acting too entitled, and then it ended up being toxic and dramatic. I'm like, oh hell no. And then right after him, I hook up with my ex-husband. That's what happened. They both have the same name. So if I ever see that toxic guy ever again and he sees the tattoo that I have in my back, he's gonna be like, oh, it says Angel. It's not you, Angel. It's my ex-husband, Angel. That's the angel that is there. It's gonna come. It's gonna go. I gotta get rid of it before. I always said I gotta get rid of that before I sleep with somebody, but I don't think that's gonna stop me when the opportunity comes. And I'm not saying I don't get opportunities. It's like I'm very picky. I think I'm saving for I'm saving myself for Mr. Right, but let me stop. This is not about me, Pisces. Let's see what the Archangel Oracle cards had to say. Pisces, don't say no to me. Don't tell me that you don't know who you will call if you wanna get some right now. If you wanna hook up with somebody today, don't tell me you don't know who to call, Pisces. Don't tell me you don't know anybody that will be like, oh, fuck yeah, Pisces. I'ma pick you. I'ma teleport to you right now. Pisces. It is what it is. So this person see that you're not community dick, community pussy, that you are down to earth, that you are not a dramatic person. You might be, in people's mouth on gossip, but if you're not being hated, Pisces, what are you doing right? What are you doing right? 2, 4, 5. One more card for Pisces from the Archangel Oracle cards for the week of July 6th to July 12th, 2026. Am I doing the tarot read or you guys are? What you gotta tell Pisces? What do you have to tell Pisces for the week of July 6th to July 12th, 2026? Not so chatty, are we? Not so chatty. Who's that? Oh, hell watching me live. Is that what it is? Pisces. You have brilliant idea with Archangel Uriel. I gave you the chance to chirp your asses out. And your message goes, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. What are you been sitting on, Pisces? What are you be sitting on? That old beliefs and upbringings, superstitions have stopped you to accomplish from Pisces. Then you have spread your wings with Archangel Uriel. And your message goes, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar, Pisces. This is it. The time, the opportunity that you were waiting for, Pisces. You've been having a lot of insecurities about moving forward with this, Pisces. What the fuck it is, Pisces? Where are those millions that you're not making because you having doubts about yourself, Pisces? You having doubts because grandma said this when I was growing up. And how long was that? How long was that? Are you 40 something years old? Are you kidding me? Your grandma told you this when you were 5 and you still stuck upon your grandma's ass? I'm sorry. Grandmas are the best when they are, okay? But it's time to chop chop. I hear millions, Pisces. It's time to chop chop. Then you have outdoors with Archangel Hophiel. And your message goes, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas, Pisces. It is summertime, unless you are in Chile, that part of the world where it's winter right now. You can go to outdoors, Pisces. You can, walk, get some fresh air after dinner if it's not too hot. Get some fresh air. Look at the birds. I love walking in the morning, and I don't have any choice, Pisces. I work third shift, so my job is like 5 minutes away walking, and I enjoy my morning walks. Before I get out of work, I put Cheez-Its, and the med cups where when you go to the hospital and they give you a pill in the med cup. So I work with those at work, and I fill up a med cup with spring water, and I put Cheez-Its. So in front of the office, the window that's right in front of the desk that I sit when I go to work, I can see the parking lot, and there is a ramp with the rail, and I put that there, Pisces. And in the morning, when the sun is starting to come out, you can hear the birds, and all that's therapeutic, Pisces. Maybe that's what you need to incorporate, some walks. Maybe after, you wake up, take a shower, go for the walk after breakfast or before breakfast, Pisces. I don't know. I'm just telling you, it's the outdoors. It has something that it recharges us. I'm not telling you to hug a tree, but if you want to, be my guest, because I kid you not, it boosts your energy. You go into a park, definitely a park that you definitely know that the city cleans and you're not gonna step on needles. I'm sorry, but you take off your shoes and you walk on the grass, you walk on the dirt. That's grounding. We need that, Pisces. The shoes from the old world, I kid you not, it had certain type of stuff on the sole, so we can grab some of that energy from the grounding, Pisces. Maybe that's what you need, some fresh air, Pisces. Then you have sensitivity with Archangel Haniel. And your message goes, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings, Pisces. So maybe there is a debate with you when it comes to, if I do this, my grandma is gonna dishonor me. My parents will dishonor me, Pisces. You need to honor your feelings. We don't live in these days that, I mean, yes, you gotta respect your parents. Some of these parents are disrespectful, and you don't need to take that disrespect. No, you don't. Parents also have to respect their children, and you don't need to be a grown up for that. When you underage, parents still have to respect you. You have to respect your parents, but you have to also respect your kids. Don't be afraid to make that move, to make that business, and to make that decision to better your life. And Pisces, if don't do it if you're selling drugs, don't do it if it's something illegal. I'm not saying that. Don't twist my words, Pisces. Then you have teaching and learning with Archangel Zachiel. And your message goes, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others, Pisces. So you're gonna learn something, and you're gonna be very successful, and you're gonna be able to teach others so others can be successful as you are. And that's amazing, Pisces. Last but not least, indigo and crystal children with Archangel Metatron. And your message goes, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children with who you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So maybe you want to go back to school and study something to work with kids, maybe a speech therapist, or you've been thinking about it, you are doing so, and you want to get some other credentials so you can have qualifications for something, for another position bigger than what you're working for right now, Pisces. My love, this is all, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome week, Pisces. If nobody has said I love you to you, I love you from all the way here to Nashua, New Hampshire, Pisces. Stay blessed, not stressed. See you next time. Bye.